Our next bout is in the super flyweight division, contested over 8 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, your fighter out of the blue corner, wearing the blue trunks with the gold trim. The professional fight record of 13 fights, 8 victories, 4 defeats, and 1 draw. Representing Thailand, make some noise for Tanwarat Saengiamjit-ti. And her opponent fighting out of the red corner, wearing the dark pink trunks with the gold trim. The professional fight record of 8 fights, 7 victories, and only 1 defeat. Representing Kazakhstan! Raise the roof for Ангелина!
Flyweight fight, Thailand will be taking on Kazakhstan. In the pink trunks with the gold trim, we have Ангелина Lucas from Kazakhstan takes on Tanwarat Saengiamjit-ti from Thailand. She has got the blue shorts. Round number 1 underway. Very fast start by Ангелина Lucas to close the distance early on with a nice 1-2. And just an absolute relentless style already, just throwing everything she's got. Tanwarat just on the back foot, taking her time, using some head movement. Ангелина pushing forward and eats a left hand in the process. Ангелина marches forward but eats a left hand from Tanwarat. And you see Ангелина does a good job of constantly keeping Tanwarat on the back foot. And Ангелина Lucas has got a huge scoring section. Every time she lands, the crowd goes wild. And a nice right hand downstairs and upstairs as well. Ангелina now throwing out that jab, trying to find her range. Every shot she's throwing, she's giving it her all. A nice right hand and pushes back on her opponent. Tanwarat doing a good job to clinch and nullify the action, not allowing her to get any more punches off. And a big right hand downstairs landed by Ангелина. Ангелina walking towards with her hands down, very much like an Oscar De La Hoya, just marching towards her opponent and throwing everything she's got when she's up close. Ангелina now got her opponent in the corner. She's got to be very careful though, because Tanwarat likes to throw counter hooks when someone steps in. But Ангелina just constantly pushing forward, not allowing Tanwarat any chance to actually move forward. But you can see some blood already around Angelina's mouth. And a big left hand upstairs lands by Tanwarat, but Ангелина counters back with 4 more punches. Tanwarat gives 1 good counter punch, but Ангелина throws 4 of her own. So right now it's quality against quantity. Angelina's got to be very careful she doesn't walk into any of these big hooks. A big stiff jab lands by Tanwarat. We're nearly at the end of round number 1. And a big right hand attempt upstairs, as that is the bell for round number 1. Very close round. We saw Tanwarat land some big counters, but Ангелина just constantly pushing the pace. And there was that left hook upstairs that we were talking about. Ангелina needs to be very careful she doesn't walk into a big counter. Ангелina just constantly pushing the pace, not allowing her opponent much chance to think. However, Tanwarat did a very good job that even though when she was in the heat, still throwing big counter punches as well. Okay, that is the bell for round number 2. Ангелина Lucas from Kazakhstan in the pink takes on Tanwarat from Thailand in the blue. And another fast start already, where both fighters are just exchanging leather very early on, both exchanging jabs. And you can hear the audience chanting for Ангелина. And a big right hand upstairs lands again, but again Tanwarat very calm, very nicely done to counter the onslaught of Ангелina. Angelina's going to be very careful when she goes in for those blitz combinations, because Tanwarat has some nice head movement as well. Ангелina throws a left hook downstairs, followed up by a right hook as well. And the referee giving him a warning to stop tangling up and clean breaks. Again, here we are, both fighters in the clinch. Got to be very careful when you wrap your glove around the back of their head. Angelina flicks out that jab with all her might and throws a right hand downstairs and upstairs as well. Angelina, can she keep this pace up? We're in round 2, less than a minute to go. Can she keep up this type of pace and energy? She lands a nice combination upstairs once again. Now, Angelina isn't throwing big, powerful shots, but she is being active. Almost like Joe Calzaghe, just throws punches and bunches and not allowing her opponent to really do anything with it. Tanwarat just needs to find the timing in between. So every time Angelina goes for an onslaught, either cover up and throw an uppercut or a hook. Timing beats power and speed every time. Angelina on the balls of her feet, very nicely done. Tanwarat does a nice job to throw a nice jab and a nice right hand upstairs as well. Tanwarat has been very good with her counter punches, but I still think the judges are going to favor Angelina in these exchanges. Very dirty landed by Angelina on the end. And that is end of round number 2. Again, Angelina just relentless and constantly moving forward. But we do see the counter punches landing very well by Tanwarat as well. You see that big overhand right landed by Angelina. Top 8 in the super flyweight division. Angelina Lucas from Kazakhstan in the pink takes on Tanwarat from Thailand in the blue. A big right hand starts the action for Angelina Lucas. Another right hand, and Tanwarat throws a right hand in between, and Tanwarat very accurate with her counter punches, and exactly what we were talking about. Tanwarat is very dangerous with counter punches. Angelina needs to be very careful she doesn't just charge in and walk onto a big shot. And Angelina now walking towards the higher guard, exactly what she should be doing. But you've got to have a method behind your blitz. You can't just throw and swing for the fences and hope it works. Tanwarat just needs to read into it. A nice jab and a right hand landed by the Thai. And Angelina just clinches her opponent, but Tanwarat doesn't give up. I think you can see the frustration on Angelina's face every time she gets involved in a clinch, because Tanwarat is very active inside the clinch. And a big left hand lands by Tanwarat, very perfectly timed. And another left hand as well. Tanwarat doing a very good job to land these counter punches. And Angelina has done this more than once. She hits after the bell. It's a sign of frustration when you've been hit clean. And another one by Tanwarat. Angelina's got to be very careful she doesn't walk onto another big shot. Angelina should just stick behind the jab and time her blitz. Angelina now doing exactly what she needs to do. Stay on the medium range and throw these flurries rather than walking into Tanwarat. A big right hand upstairs as they get involved in the clinch. And like I was saying early on, can Angelina keep this pace up for a full 8 rounds? We will see. It's a very hard style to keep up. Big left hand and a miss. Not long to go this round. That is the end of the round. A very nice round, but I want to give that one to Tanwarat for the counter punching. We're going to see some action replays here. And this is when we saw the flurry against the ropes. And you see Angelina finally takes a step back. Now, it does depend how the judges like to score it. Sometimes they like to score the front foot aggressive fighter, but in my view, Tanwarat did exactly the jab and then throw a right hand with it. Going into the next round, ladies and gentlemen, scheduled for 8, 4th round. Angelina Lucas from Kazakhstan in the pink shorts takes on Tanwarat from Thailand in the blue. Let's see if she's a little bit more calm in this round. And a nice left hand downstairs by Angelina. And Tanwarat gives one back of her own as well. And both fighters now just absolutely going for it. As soon as they engage, it's like two magnets sticking together. They just go for it. This is where Angelina should take a step back and go for that counter punch as well. A big right hand upstairs. Very nicely timed by Angelina. And that's where Angelina is going to do well, but she eats her right hand in the process as well. That's exactly what Angelina needs to do there. Time her counter punching as well, not just forcing the action. Tanwarat will read into that very well. We're halfway into this fight already, scheduled for 8. Both fighters landing clean right hands. Remember, if one hand is free in the clinch, you can still fire punches. You do not have to give up in the clinch just because you're there. If one hand is free, you're allowed to keep fighting. An uppercut attempted by Angelina, and a big overhand right. Every shot Angelina throws, the crowd goes wild. Tanwarat should just get behind the jab. Use that jab, allow Angelina to walk onto a right hand or an uppercut maybe. Tanwarat does a good job now to throw some big punches and more clean punches, but I still think Angelina is stealing the fight away with just this constant front foot fight, constant blitz. Tanwarat misses with a left hook downstairs. And Angelina pulls down on the head. A very nice move to nullify the action a little bit. Just missing and going for that professional style of clinch work where you push down on your opponent's head. Let's see some action replays here. That was a big right hand by Angelina, which landing clean. Very nicely timed. The one thing we're seeing is Angelina has got it in her to land clean right hands. But to me, she needs to set them up. Angelina goes for the blitz, land a right hand down the middle. That is the bell for round number 5, scheduled for 8 in this super flyweight fight. The fighters now dancing with the jabs. Angelina Lucas in the pink from Kazakhstan. Tanwarat from Thailand in the blue. Both fighters looking very angry at one another. Let's see how they use this to their advantage. And a nice right hand by Angelina as well. Both fighters in the clinch. And very nicely done by Tanwarat. Again, if your arm is free, you can keep firing. You do not need to stop. Angelina now just throwing a nice body shot downstairs. Tanwarat circles around, looking for those openings, and some nice 1-2s landed by Angelina. And Angelina just constantly keeps that pressure on. It's such a hard thing to deal with. Even if the punches are not landing cleanly, it's very hard to deal with someone constantly in your face. Angelina keeps her opponent with the back against the ropes. A nice jab and a nice onslaught as well. A right uppercut as well. Tanwarat needs to throw something back. A big left hand lands well for Tanwarat. Again, both fighters get involved in the clinch. Tanwarat needs to throw that left check hook. As soon as Angelina walks towards her, she should throw that left hook and step back and use Angelina's momentum against her. The fighters now just giving it their all. I think Angelina is just stealing the fight away for herself. The judges do like to see aggression. They like to see front foot fighters in boxing. And like I said, even if the punches don't land cleanly, it doesn't matter. 10 seconds to go for round number 5. Big right hands landed by both fighters. And it looks like the end of that round. A very sloppy affair for both fighters, but a very exciting one as well. Let's see some action replays here. So there was those right and left hands landed by Angelina. That was that rear uppercut, which is very nicely timed, followed by an overhand right as well. She needs to just give it everything she can. Round number 6, Angelina Lucas in the pink, representing Kazakhstan, takes on Tanwarat from Thailand in the blue. And again, we see Angelina on the balls of her feet, so the fitness level of Angelina is absolutely fantastic. To keep this pace up for 6 rounds is unbelievable. Angelina keeps her fighter on the back foot. Tanwarat now starting to fire jabs out and fires a big rear uppercut in between as well. Tanwarat not giving up easily. Tanwarat throwing everything she can in those counter punches. And this is where Tanwarat needs to come alive inside the clinch. I think Tanwarat has got the advantage inside the clinch and she needs to use it. Angelina Lucas now just pushing Tanwarat to the ropes. Is she going to go for the other flurry? And she throws a right hand upstairs and leans back and throws another one. The referee quickly breaks him up this time, not giving him any chance to fight out of it. Less than a minute to go of round number 6. And I think Tanwarat is not doing much of anything now and has allowed Angelina to just bully her way through this fight. Tanwarat needs to think of a game plan if she wants to win this fight. Angelina has just constantly pushed the pace, constantly hitting and grabbing. She lands a combination and grabs her opponent. It's a nice move to win the fight, hit and grab. Big right hand upstairs, lands on the top of the head. Angelina starting to find her range in this fight now. And this is where Tanwarat needs to come alive. Very nicely done by the ref, not breaking it up too early. I'd like to see Tanwarat just start going to the body and just give it everything she has. Angelina in the center of the ring now. 10 seconds to go of round number 6. And a right hand upstairs by Tanwarat. Lands flush, but it's not enough to win this round in my view. And another right hand followed by a left, and nearly we see a tumble. Was it fatigue? Was it off balance? A very nice end to the round. But again, I still think Angelina is winning this fight. If you have noticed, Angelina Lucas has started taking her time with her flurries now. In the first few rounds, I think she tried to bully her way to the victory, which usually works. But Tanwarat is an absolute warrior. She does not go down easily, and she's got some nice counter punches. Angelina did walk onto those big left hooks. So although Angelina is winning this fight, Tanwarat needs to think, if she wants to win this fight, what can she do now? She needs to do something differently because Angelina is winning this fight. The second round. We're going into the 7th round, ladies and gentlemen. We have got Kazakhstan, Angelina Lucas in the pink, taking on Thailand's Tanwarat in the blue. Round 7, scheduled for 8. One more after this. The fight is again in the clinch, which is usually a sign of fatigue. You've been battling it out for 6 rounds already. It's very normal to be tired at this stage. And a big right hand down the middle lands by Tanwarat. And again, Tanwarat definitely has some nice counter punches, but she just doesn't do enough to win the round in my view. Has she got the power to put Angelina down? I doubt it, but we will see. Angelina starting to throw more punches, putting the hooks and uppercuts together. The referee doing a good job to control this fight, but at the same time allowing them to actually fight in the clinch as well. A big right hand to the ear. And very nicely done by Angelina. Finds the target. It wasn't an easy punch to land, but she found it. Good accuracy. Angelina just marching forward now on the balls of her feet. Lands a left hook with the right hand. Tanwarat now turns her opponent, but the referee quickly in there to break it up. Angelina pushes Tanwarat to the ropes, and again we're back in the clinch. Less than a minute to go of round number 7. I think Tanwarat is just hoping that one of her counters gets through and does something. Angelina did a beautiful body combination just then. We are seeing that Angelina Lucas is going to win this fight. It seems like we're only in round 7, but we're going into round 8. And a strange move by Angelina Lucas where she jumps up with the headbutt. Got to be very careful. Nice left hand followed up by a right hand as well. And a right hand downstairs. We're going into an 8th round. They were complaining about a slight jump of a head. We are going into the 8th and final round in just a moment. Angelina, to me, is winning this fight outright. I think I only gave 1 round so far to Tanwarat. So unless Tanwarat really goes for it with the counter punching and tries to land a Hail Mary shot and knock Angelina down, I think Angelina can now coast her way to victory. the final round of this super flyweight fight. Angelina Lucas in the pink from Kazakhstan takes on Thailand's Tanwarat in the blue from Thailand. And that is the bell for round 8, the final round. I think Tanwarat really needs to go for this now if she wants to win this fight. Angelina Lucas still on the front foot right now, pushing the pace. Angelina probably doesn't even need to do this, but I appreciate anyone who pushes the pace in a moment like this. Both fighters going for it, both fighters putting on a display. And they must be absolutely exhausted to keep this effort up and this momentum. Angelina still marching forward, doing everything she can to put the tough Tanwarat away, but Tanwarat, like we said, does not go down easily. Big swing and a miss, and now the body work by Angelina Lucas. Angelina Lucas and swings after again. How many times has Angelina hit after the bell, after the clinch? Some interesting tactics, some nice clinch work by both fighters, and now Tanwarat pulling down on the head, which you cannot do in boxing. I think both fighters are just doing everything they can now. Dirty tactics from both fighters, but it's been an entertaining fight nonetheless. Less than a minute to go of round number 8. And I think Angelina Lucas cruises her way to victory. We will see, can Tanwarat do anything now to win this fight? Angelina doing everything she can. Tanwarat just not doing enough of anything now to win this fight. She needs to put something together, and I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Angelina Lucas from Kazakhstan has won this fight outright, just constantly keeping the pressure in, constant front foot, and a big left hand gets through, almost wobbling Tanwarat. Less than a few seconds to go of this round. A beautiful war by both of these fighters.